So hello everyone, this is first time here. So I will be giving a presentation about Fargate. My name is Juris Vitolins, so I have been working in Accenture 3 years. My hobbies is a little bit of development in Raspberry Pi, and I love automation. So I like to automate everything that is possible. So yeah, about Fargate, everything starts from Elastic Container Service in AWS. As Fargate is a little bit extension of it, and yeah, I will start this presentation about ECS and then move forward with Fargate a little bit. What is ECS, Elastic Container Service? It allows to manage containers on EC2 instances as a cluster. Basically that is all. It allows to scale them, allows to modify these clusters as you see fit. There is some terms in there like task definitions, tasks. Task definitions are what you provision, actually like service with containers. Tasks itself are like what scales out itself. So there is services, there is container instances with container agents where those tasks and services are running on. Basically everything in later slides I will show a diagram how it is fit together, but yeah. Cluster is just configuration that it's one big environment, and you are managing scaling in there, you are managing those EC2 instances. There may be provisioned this EC2 like those sizes and how they need to scale and options in it. This is everything together. So what I mentioned before, we have cluster itself. On top of it we have EC2 instances. When you can scale them up, scale them in, we have services which consist of the tasks. Tasks are defined by type definition. One task can contain multiple containers, for example engines or this application. So, what is Fargate? Fargate is, we are ripping out like this EC2 instances totally out of this ECS, and Fargate is managing this provisioning of containers. So they are just there, and it's seamlessly scaling. So we are not doing anything fancy with EC2 instances. We are just provisioning containers somewhere in cloud. AWS is managing all things related to infrastructure. So this is comparison how it looks between ECS and Fargate. Like in left side we have EC2 approach, in ECS that we have multiple containers running on EC2 instances, and on Fargate it's just without complicated things in there. So there is some pros and cons there. For example, in containers we know that we can share volumes between hosts. So AWS is providing option to share volumes between containers, but there is limitations like around 4 gigabytes. You can still use something like NFS or in this case EFS in AWS. So, a little bit about use case. in our perfect world, we have microservices everywhere. I will show use case for telecommunication service or streaming service that is providing metadata, like this whole complicated infrastructure. So there is multiple layers between services like data source, that is databases. We have core services, just simple Java 8 applications that is fetching data from our databases or sources. And then there is business services where our logic are processed. So everything is just REST API applications running on EC2, running on Docker, and we have a drop wizard there for and Spring Boot applications. So in this current use case, we had a lot of environments in test stage per prod and a lot of EC2 instances. So there is a little bit description more what I explained currently. We have balancers also for each of those EC2 instances. We have core services are not communicating with another core service, only business services are communicating with our other core services. So deployment approach itself was with Jenkins, Bamboo, like a lot of things. We had GitLab, we had Gitolite, we had Subversion, then there was some kind of magic box EC2 instance where there were Python scripts integrating with AWS API. And deployments were done via this complicated method that we couldn't understand at the time. So, most problematic part in this whole thing in infrastructure was scale out and scale in, automatically without any developer's interaction into this AWS. You could have added scale groups, but they were quite insufficient. We could have done different things, but clients didn't really appreciate them, like Kubernetes and something like, yeah. So, client wanted only AWS things. It was 2 years ago, and that time ECS was top technology. And usual traffic, like in this infrastructure, was just usual traffic, like business services got like 4 requests per second, peaks 40. Core services got a little bit more, as a lot of business services were calling same core services to fetch data from databases. And then something new came. Like we have quite a lot of spikes because this service, we get new series, like Simpsons came out. Everyone wants to watch this new series. And at this time, there is spike for 5 times more. Business services sometimes were fine, but core services are already quite peaked and got traffic. We didn't have a nice scaling approach. You could only do scaling manually or by scale groups. It was quite insufficient. It was delayed. You needed to provision an EC2 instance. Docker was installed on it. Then Docker itself was launched. So what we came up with, we remodeled whole infrastructure. We used everything what was in AWS, Route 53, application load balancers, we started groups. We started to use ECS to provision containers. On them, we had engines and application. Engines was used to route multiple ports on 80 or 443 port. And yes, like when business service wanted to call any core service, it went out from NAT gateway and to another load balancer. So it was quite nice infrastructure. Deployment approach we changed. We are just Bamboo, Maven, ECR, and Ansible was for configuration management. CloudFormation for deployment. So everything was nice. And then Fargate came out. It was last year, around June, July. So what we did, we implemented it, and straight away we get rid of our EC2 instances, which were on ECS. So our scaling, which we added in CloudWatch alarms, was way faster than scaling out EC2 instances and then scaling out containers that should be there, because we had quite those big peaks that we needed to scale out like 4 or 5 different microservices at the same time. It isn't cheaper than just using EC2, and we could integrate with our other AWS things like parameter store, secret manager, and yeah. So it was quite good for us. And we modified like those rules for scaling out. That, first we are provisioning like 2 instance counts, then 4, incremental, and then dropping down like to adjust like for those peaks. There is some ugly parts in all this approach. Application load balancers need priority rules that are quite static ones. If you are using like target groups and multiple services for one application load balancer, you need to adjust like priorities. We had developed like complicated script that adjusts those priorities for each specific service. It is quite new thing, was last year, and when it came out on Ireland region, so we took it in first in 1 month and adapted it for our needs. So yeah, it was quite nice for us, as it allowed to scale out quite quickly. So in conclusions, we reduced quite a lot of costs. We made whole thing automated without human interaction at all. And yeah, it's quite a valid alternative for Kubernetes. It isn't quite far, but it's still updating as Kubernetes. But yeah, sometimes it may also give headaches, because in Fargate approach you cannot SSH to those containers. You can only see outputs of CloudWatch logs, what you provide in configuration. Yeah, so that is practically all for my presentation. Any questions?
are you still at least able to scale up faster than before?
Yes.
Have you measured how much faster?
So we had done performance tests before, like in EC2 approach, we had when you manually a little bit scale up just in EC2 approach, it was around 10 minutes for one EC2 instance because it's installed all dependencies there and then launched this application. In ECS with EC2 approach and containers, it was quite faster because you provision big instances where you can launch multiple containers. At that point, we had some failures happening when like we didn't have enough memory and CPU for new containers to provision there, and then it was like some failures between scaling out those EC2 instances and then provisioning containers there. But in Fargate, it was just 1 minute bringing up new container, and we adjusted scale rules, like allows with around 80% CPU. It scales out new containers itself. And if it's just below 20% CPU, it scales down. Yeah. Back.
Thank you for the talk. Is it something similar to the App Engine in Google Cloud and App Service in Azure?
I haven't used them, sorry.
Okay, but in base, so when you pack your application,
Yeah.
Fargate, what you're using? You're using some specific format for Fargate, or you can use the Google Cloud file?
What we are using is same Docker images, and in CloudFormation we just define task definition. We just specify, please launch it in Fargate. Then we don't need any EC2 instances at all. So it's just running this container, you specify ports that it should be exported out. That is how we are adding target groups. That is then added to application load balancer. Yeah.
So if I have some services running inside my VPC, can I use Fargate to access these services and do like vice versa?
In Fargate you cannot really access to this service directly. It has IP address, but you can only access it via like REST API. So you cannot add SSH to it, but you can use this private IP to access like in browser or when you have exposed it private IP.
And the other way around, so if I have like my database inside my VPC, can I tell Fargate to go to this database inside the VPC, or I need to expose it to the...
You can have it in private network itself, in subnet. We are doing a similar thing with this Memcache. So we have Memcache in private subnet, and we have one of the core services also connecting directly with this Memcache.
And then what do you specify in the security group? Do you specify like internal IP range of the Fargate or some?
So
like,
we can, you can specify security group because you can have assigned a security group for this task definition. You can have whole subnet range whitelisted also if you want to.
Thanks.
Yeah. So any more questions? Cool. So thank you.
Yes, one more. So when you need to debug, how do you do it? Do you have some kind of logs that are sent from the containers?
We have two approaches. One is we still saved configuration for EC2 deployments. So this configuration for Fargate is just one line. You specifying there if it's deployed on EC2 or Fargate. In global environments we did that just for easier debugging, but our logs actually you can send out to CloudWatch, like those SDDL outputs of this running task itself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just for information, every speaker tonight will have opportunity to give out 2 t-shirts for the best question. Not DevOps, sorry, Liga Dev based. And sizes are L and M. So if you want t-shirt, ask a question.
So, any more questions? Who wants a t-shirt?
How are you?
I think you already won. Okay, no questions, then thank you for talk. And we have socks for you because you know socks are very important, and chocolate because it's also very important. Thank you.